Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodaloo 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 doo. Subscribe. Okay, let's do a random ranking. Go to my movie collection behind me, pick out 3 movies at random. Sort of, I think what I'm going to do is pick 3 movies that are next to each other, and then we are going to rank those movies based on any sort of criteria. And I say we, because I'm going to do it here in the video, but if you'd like to join in the comments, and do a ranking based on your own criteria, I definitely encourage you to do so. So I do have a section over here that I've been neglecting for a while, so I'm going to choose films from that area. So please well, can I reach? Nope, I think I gotta get up. All right, bear with me. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Is that 3 or 4? 3. Okay. So we got to make sure I've seen these movies. Whoa, 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 whoa. Because if I haven't seen one of the movies, I got to replace it with one that I have seen. It's one of my only rules. I think one time, like, there was sort of like a up in the air, like maybe I've seen it, but I don't remember. I don't know. Where I just got rid of it because I didn't have full confidence that I had seen it. So it's either I haven't seen it or I don't have full confidence that I've seen it. But I have, I've seen all of these. Okay, what? What? I don't know what that is. Is that an animated movie? Okay, anyway, let's start with Conan. Conan the Barbarian is the first one. I'm not going to do Conan the Destroyer, but they are both on here. Are they going to make a third one? Wouldn't it be great if they would make a third film? Is it at the end of the first Conan, I think, where we see him like sitting on a throne? Maybe it's the end of Destroyer. I can't remember. He was kind of sitting there like this and looking all cool as an old man. I think that would be a good thing for them to do. Old Man Conan. Old Man Conan, I think would be awesome. So I would like to see that happen someday. Same thing. I thought maybe if I took that out, it would be interesting. No, but that's not the case. But yeah, man, I watched the heck out of this DVD. I remember the first time I ever watched Conan was on a sleepover. Spent the night at my friend's place, and we put it in, watched it. I remember we were drinking all sorts of pop and eating all sorts of Jolly Ranchers, trying to stay up late to watch as many movies as we could. And we watched Conan. That was my first time seeing it. I was in, I don't know, maybe 4th grade or something like that. First time that I remember seeing it anyway. 4th, was it probably 4th, 3rd? Somewhere around there. And yeah, I love it. I love Conan the Barbarian. So good. I love that scene where he's pushing the wheel as a kid and then we see him as an adult. Love that part so much. Take a look at the soil when he's starting. So you have the soil that he's walking on, and there's a bunch of kids, right? A bunch of people pushing this wheel, and the ground is flat. But then we see this time lapse of walking and seasons changing and stuff like that, and then we see the ground has gotten a little deeper, right, where everybody's walking, but we only see one pair of legs walking, and it's his. He outlasted everybody else on that wheel, and he's been on it for so long that the ground has dropped. I love that. That was like, I don't know, early on, you just kind of watch movies to watch movies, but then you start picking up on like some visual cues that are meant to like tell you something, and that was like a great way to point towards a passage of time that I thought was great. Love Conan O'Brien. Conan O'Brien. I do love Conan O'Brien, but Conan the Barbarian. I know some people. I think I heard Tarantino say that he likes Conan the Destroyer more. That movie's for babies. That movie's for children, but he said it's more like the comic, which I've never read. So, yeah, I like the first one because it feels more grown up. The second one feels like it's for little children. Next, we have the Riddick Trilogy, but I think this last one here, it says the Chronicles of Riddick. I think, or no, it says it says Dark Fury. So I don't know what Dark Fury is. I think that's an animated movie. But then, do you remember they made that other Riddick film? I think maybe it was just called Riddick. So I think it's like Pitch Black, then Dark Fury, the animated film, then the Chronicles of Riddick, and then just Riddick. Riddick was almost good. Riddick was almost like a great character study, and then it kind of turned bad. But when it was like a quiet film, I was like, oh, this is good. I like where this is going. But yeah, it didn't turn out that great. It didn't go the direction I was hoping it would go. So I don't think I've ever ranked this. So I have to go with the first one, Pitch Black. And I gotta watch the animated one because I don't even know if I've seen that. But Pitch Black, I do like that. It's interesting because it's an ensemble film. I don't even think Riddick, he's not even like the main character, kind of. I don't know. Maybe you could say he is. It's almost like he's Ellen Ripley in a way. You know, not the main character, but then sort of turns in the main character, I think. But yeah, then he becomes, you know, the main character that we're following. I'd like more Riddick movies. I hope Vin Diesel gives us more Riddick movies or whatever. I think that would be cool. And I hope they get as crazy as the Chronicles of Riddick, because that one was like, what? What? Is this the same world? But yeah, I like Pitch Black, but I think with Riddick, I like the idea of Riddick more than I like Riddick, you know? Oh yeah, and here we have The Right Stuff. This was nominated for Best Picture of 1983. It lost to Terms of Endearment. I used to be very mad at that because I thought my birth year, it would have been nice if The Right Stuff had won, because my dad showed me this movie when I was a little kid and loved watching it with him, loved all the Chuck Yeager stuff at the beginning. That was some of my favorite parts. And so I had, you know, like strong emotional ties to this movie, and I didn't for Terms of Endearment, but I do like Terms of Endearment now. It just kind of took me a while to like Terms of Endearment, but now I love it. It's great. And, you know, there's some like special effect type stuff in this movie that I don't think holds up as well. Like, it's kind of like clear that you're looking at a model, but that's okay. This movie's still fantastic. Great dad movie. You know, if you're looking for something to do with your dad on Father's Day, put in The Right Stuff. This is a good movie to watch with your father or to watch with your kid. Like I said, my dad showed it to me when I was very young, and I loved it. The power walk that they have, you know, it's so great. And then Michael Bay mimicked that in Armageddon, one of my favorite movies. So yeah, this is good. This is actually kind of tough here. Okay, so I think I know Pitch Black is gonna go to the end here. So I like Pitch Black, but it's gonna go at the end. But now I need to know, what do I do with Conan the Barbarian and The Right Stuff? How do I rank them? Because I have some nice nostalgic ties to this with my father. I have nostalgic ties to this with a friend, and I just really love this movie. Like, this one I can watch so much easier than this one, because this one's pretty long, and it's not as, like, I don't know, it's history versus Sword and Sandal, Sword and Sorcery, you know, and Sword and Sorcery is kind of more fun, you know? So, oh man, I don't know. I feel like I want to go, because I watch this one all the time. Well, I used to. I don't have time to watch movies all the time anymore. But I think I might go Conan. It hurts me to put The Right Stuff at number 2. It really does. Because I got some great memories of watching that with my dad. And like I guess my whole interest in space and NASA, all of that comes from this movie and my dad. So there's a lot riding on this movie. But I think I'm going to base it more off of which movie do I want to watch right now. Like this moment, which one do I want to put in? I'm going to say Conan. So, yeah, Conan the Barbarian, followed by The Right Stuff, and then Pitch Black from the Riddick franchise. That's my ranking. What's your ranking? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.